Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yes, here we are again, back with Mozart. Oh, so much Mozart. Actually, there are some really wonderful recordings in this batch. I'm trying to mix it up. Have some operas, some chamber music, some orchestral works, all kinds of different things. The truth is, it's already pre-mixed because I just have Mozart under M for Mozart. He's alphabetical for Mozart, but within Mozart, I don't bother to alphabetize because I actually like looking through to see what's there. So often, I find things that I didn't remember that I had, and this forces me to look at the entire collection and pay attention. And dig out things that I haven't heard for a long time. But this is something I listen to quite frequently, actually, even though I detest the opera. It's the Magic Flute with Sawallisch. I love this performance. This is a personal thing. I don't see anybody who screams and yells about how great this performance is, but I think it's just amazing. Sarastro is Kurt Mahl, Tamino is Peter Schreier. Yeah, okay, it's all the Mozart, Zauberflute people. They've all done it a million times. The Queen of the Night is Edda Moser. Pamina is Annalisa Rothenberger. Papageno is Walter Berry. Papagena is Olivera Miljakovic. The Sprecher is Theo Adam. He seems to do a lot of spreching in this opera. And then, the third lady is Brigitte Fassbender when she was like 12. It's really, really a wonderful performance. It's the Bavarian State Opera. I just think it's lively and fresh and beautifully sung. And you skip the dialogue, of course, and whatever they're singing about is just, but who cares? But boy, oh boy, is this, I don't know. It hit me. Sometimes they just do. I know there are lots of other performances that some people prefer, and this one doesn't come up very often, but what can I say? I like it. And this, the Carl Böhm Così fan tutte, one of the great recordings of the century. Look, it says so. Don't have to stick it in. You know how these things come loose from their spools? Yes, it did. See, disc 2 here is rattling around in there. I hate it when that happens. Okay, here we go. There. I mean, it's a little bit loose. There's nothing you can do about it. This is amazing. It's not 100% complete, but that doesn't matter. The Carillon Mono one is sort of like the big competition for this one. They're both on EMI, but it's glorious. I mean, this is absolutely glorious. It's got Elizabeth Schwarzkopf as Fiordiligi, and Christa Ludwig is Dorabella, and Giuseppe Taddei is Guglielmo, Alfredo Kraus, Ferrando Despina is Hani Stefik, and Don Alfonso is Walter Berry. I mean, the same names keep coming up in all of these operas. Different roles sometimes, but yeah, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it's a keeper for sure. Mozart arias. Oh, with Soili Isakowski. She's one of those singers I tend to collect because she's just a great singer. She does Strauss and Mozart and that kind of stuff, and Sibelius, of course. But she's amazing. And so we've got, let's see, the Tapiola Sinfonietta under Peter Schreier is conducting. You've got Come Scolio, from Così. Come Scolio. It's a mock opera seria aria with crazy vocal leaps and like a rock, like a fortress. She's singing, and from the awkwardness of the whole thing that she's not the fortress she's making herself out to be. And we've got, let's see, Per Pietà Ben Mio from Così, Bella Mia Fiamma, the concert aria. Zaida's aria, Ruhe Sanft, which is gorgeous. It's one of Mozart's great arias, a piece he never completed. Lo Previdi, a concert aria. And it has to have, of course, Dove Sono from Marriage Figaro. And finally, Chiò mi scordi di te, the amazing Chiò mi scordi di te, a 10-minute and 30-second long concert aria. Actually, Lo Previdi is 12 minutes and 57 seconds long. These are big pieces. But that's the one with soprano and piano obbligato also zipping along. And it's just a screaming vocal masterpiece. And she sings so beautifully. This is on Ondine. She's a wonderful singer, really wonderful singer. The string quintets, with the Amadeus Quartet and Cecil Aronowitz. Well, of course, this is in the immense Amadeus Quartet box, which I talked about previously. And these are nice. They're very good. It's not to say I collect Mozart quintets just because. And we've got, oh yes, this interesting thing with Carl and Shirl doing 3 piano concertos with 3 different soloists. You have the Jeune Homme, number 9, concerto number 3 for horn and orchestra. Pardon me, that's not a piano concerto, that's a horn concerto. And number 23. And the soloists are Hugo Steurer, piano, in the Jeune Homme, Miroslav Stefek, is that an F? Stefek, it's an F. Hornist in the 3rd horn concerto. And Halina Cherny-Stefanska, who's really a very good pianist, in the 23rd piano concerto with the Czech fill. So yeah, that's in the Anshel Gold edition. So that's worth hanging on to. Oh, I've got a million of these sitting around. This is the Mozart, the Great Sinfonia Concertante for violin and viola, and the Concertone, Kerschel 190 with the Adagio 261, and the Rondo, Kerschel 269 with David and Igor Oistrakh, and the Berlin Philharmonic. A classic. A classic. In fact, this version of the Sinfonia Concertante may be the reference recording. And oh, what a great work that is. Just an amazing piece of music. So there we go. The Hagen Quartet, doing some Mozart string quartets. Oh, the late ones. Hofmeister, Prussian 2 and 3 Prussian, yes. Yeah, they play these well. I really like the Hagen Quartet because they dig into the music. They play it with a lot of passion and a lot of rhythmic acuity. You can't have too much rhythmic acuity, particularly in these works, which are, in my opinion, not Mozart's greatest quartets. Sorry. But you can make them sound that way if you play them with enough vigor. And these have vigor. You need your vig. Oh yeah. These are both Eugen Joachim doing Mozart 35, 36, 38, and 41 on Philips with the Concertgebouw. Beautiful, beautiful performances. These are on Japanese. See the Japanese? I got them from Japan. Japanese Philips. Yes, and I keep them forever. Absolutely, because they're lovely. Of course, now all the Joachim stuff has been boxed up, all of his Philips recordings and whatnot, so they aren't as rare as they used to be. But I'm keeping them anyway because I can still hope, right? And now we have the Mozart Legendary Edition with Eugen Joachim and Bavarian Radio. Symphonies 40, 39, and Eine kleine Nachtmusik. What is this? Oh, this is another Japanese thing. Okay, see. That's why I'm looking at it going like, what the hell? Now, it's Mozart, the Deutsche Grammophon Universal Mozart Legendary Edition Japanese. And again, because Joachim, before the big boxes started showing up, Joachim was very hard to get. And so I got him where I could get him, which was in Japan, and I paid crazy amounts of money for shipping and ridiculous prices. But, you know, that's why you hang on to them. They're an investment, which is depreciated to the point of being completely pointless, but I don't care. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.